Hello guys, this is Spell again and you are most welcome to today's tutorial. For today, I am super and overly excited to take you through a tutorial on how to engage your website visitors. It is very important because you don't want to create a website that is boring with no engagement at all. So we are going to find out 6 different tips on how to engage your website visitors on your website. Let's go and let's find out more. The very first tip I have for you on how to create an engagement on your website is first of all to add a chat box to your homepage. Now, adding a chat box to your homepage is very important because it is one way to engage and connect to your site visitors. Make sure that your chat box comes with a sense of urgency and is also very responsive. Now, having a chat box also allows you to answer the questions of your website visitors immediately or in real time. And this is one way of increasing or making sure that your website is very user-friendly as well. So that is a bonus. Now, this website right here, which is Snap Engage, is a perfect example of a chat box, and it also comes with a sense of urgency and also very responsive. Let's look at this website. Now, right here is the chat box. So you can see chat with this. All you have to do is to click on it right here, and this pops up for you. So you can choose any of the options at all. So chat for my website or app. You just click on it and there's a response for you. This is another way to engage your website visitors. So you see right here that adding the chat box to your homepage is very important, and it allows you to get to your website visitors or sort out their questions or answer their questions in real time and immediately with some sense of urgency. The second tip I have for you on how to create an engagement on your website is to add a freebie. People are more likely to give out their emails for free, especially when they know that they are getting something in return. Now, once you have an email list, it is a great way to promote your services or products to this website's visitors. And this example right here is a perfect example, or this website right here is a perfect example of a freebie. Now, right here it says free trial. So when I click on free trial, it sends me to the next page, and the next page is asking me to enter my email and my password and also start my free trial. So right here is just an example of this website having access to my email, and this is a good way to build an email list. You can offer freebies like a free trial, a free tutorial, or even a free ebook. Once your website visitors take an action on your freebie you are offering, it gives you the opportunity to get an email list, and that is a good way to engage with your online visitors using this email list. Once you get the email list, you can further go ahead and promote your product or services and also convert your site visitors into paying customers. So it is very important to add a freebie to your website if you really want to create an engagement on your website. Another way to engage your site visitors is to add a social media feed. Now, adding a social media feed is very crucial to the engagement of your website or to your website's engagement. You can add 3 social media feed plugins. 3 top social media feed plugins. The first one is Smash Balloon, the second one is Embed Social, and the last one is Twine Social. These are 3 social media feeder plugins that you can add onto your website to help you automatically upload or refresh your website with social media feeds or social media content. And that is not only that, it also allows your website visitors to engage with the content or interact with the content, and this is one way of keeping them on your website also for a very long time. So adding a social media feed is very important, and this website right here did a great job by adding a social media feed onto their website. Now let's look at that. Now right here, when you scroll down, you'll find the social media feed right here. Okay, so it has a lot of social media posts or social media content, and all you have to do is to click on it and read that information or read that content, which is super cool. So adding a social media feed is very important, and it even allows the website visitor to just comment, and do whatever they want to do on that particular social media feed. When they are done, they can just go back onto the website and also read whatever information they would want to read on that website. So adding a social media feed is a good way to keep your website visitors engaged, and also they stay a very long time on your website as well. Another way to create an engagement on your website is to collect an email list and send newsletters. This is an effective way of engaging with your website audience or your website visitors, because once you have the email list, anytime you want to promote a product, anytime you want to promote a service, or even make a sale, you can directly pull your email list and send whatever message you want to send to your website visitors directly. It allows direct communication between you and your website visitors. Now you can use targeted pop-ups as an example, or you can use targeted pop-ups to get an email list, and this is an effective way to easily get an email list from your site visitors. Now this website right here is a very good example of using targeted pop-ups to get an email list from their visitors. Let's check it out. Now right here is the website, okay, and when you scroll, okay, well, when you log on to the website, you realize that immediately there's going to be a pop-up, okay, there's going to be a pop-up this way, which will tell you that you have to enter your email and sign up now, 15% off your purchase, okay, off your first purchase. And this is very tempting. And once the website visitor signs up onto this, or signs up onto whatever information that is here, you are going to get an email list. And once you get the email list, you can communicate with your website visitors directly. So let's quickly close this. And this is exactly how it works. So you can always use targeted pop-ups, which is an effective way of grabbing the attention of your website visitors speedily. And that is also a good way to get an email list, to create an engagement between you and your website visitors. The fifth tip I have for you on how to create an engagement on your website is to have a blog that provides ultra useful content. Now, having a blog that provides ultra useful content is a good way to engage your website visitors, because the purpose of the blog is to write things or post things that is going to help your website visitors know how to use your product or services, and also give them useful ideas on your product or services. It is very important to have a blog for your website. Now you can have, or you can post useful content on your blog, like tutorials, like how to use a product, like how to go about a service, or what to do, maybe trending things in your website industry or in your business industry. This is going to excite your website users because you are being helpful to them. So having a blog and providing ultra useful content on your services or on your product is one way of being helpful and useful to your website visitors. Now this example right here, which is Urban Southern, is a good example of a website that also have a blog which provides ultra useful content. Let's check it out. Now right here is the Urban Southern website, and this website sells bags, okay? They sell specialized bag or special leather bags for women, and this is a beautiful website. Now let's quickly look at their blog, or let's look at what their blog looks like. So this is exactly how the Urban Southern blogs looks like. They provide useful content for their website visitors. Right here says, did someone say bucket bag? Is still on bags, catching up with us, okay? They're just giving you information about the Urban Southern industry and also what is happening at Urban Southern. All these are very useful information related to the products you're selling. So if you want to create an engagement on your website, then another useful way, or another way you can do that, is to have a blog that provides ultra useful content to your website visitors, and they'll be very excited because you are being helpful to them when it comes to whatever thing they need to know about your product or services. Tip number 6 on how to create a website that engage, or an engaging website, is to make sure that you have compelling call to action buttons. Now, the purpose of a call to action button is to call onto the website visitor to take an action on your website. And once your call to action button is clear, is visible, and you're using actionable language on your call to action button, then it's going to fulfill the purpose of calling onto the website visitor to take an action. And that is a way of engaging your site visitors. Now let's look at an example, which is also a good example of using a compelling call to action button that prompts the user to take an action and is engaging them as well. Now right here is a good example. So you see right here that the call to action button right here, or the CTA, says get started. So when I click on get started, it will take me to a different page to take an action, or it will lead me somewhere else. Now when I click on get more, it gives me the opportunity to get to know more about the website, and this is a very good example right here. Okay, so you have get started again here, and these call to action buttons are just engaging me. They tell me what to do, they tell me which action to take, because the language in which the call to action is being built is actionable. It's very simple, and it's a way of engaging your website visitors. So if you want to create an engagement on your website, then make sure that you are using compelling call to action buttons, which will help you create an engagement with your website and also your website visitors as well. Okay people, so this brings us to the end of today's tutorial on how to create an engagement with your website visitors on your website. If you have learned something new for today, you know what to do at this point. All you have to do is to please click on the subscribe button right below, and I promise to always come your way with useful content on web design and website creation. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next tutorial.